Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League's Dungeon Bowl. We're in the final games of week number 2 out of 9 weeks of regulation in this final open competition of the season. And I think we got a really interesting matchup tonight. Tonight, we're going to have the badass Biotches versus Entanglements. Malik versus Kill. We've got Amazons versus Imps. Let's take a look at the standings real quick before we talk about this very interesting matchup. In Division A is where we are tonight, and in first place is Odin and Snuffle, coached by Clyphus. They're a Norse team, undefeated here at the end of week 2 with a record of 2-0-0. They are followed by Conspicuous Disunion, coached by Chime. They're a Necro team, they're 1-1-0, and they are tied with the Fishy Fiends for second place. Ajax's Chaos Renegades team, also 1-1-0. Over in Division B, in first place, are the Arlington Nationals, coached by B-Dog. They're an undead team. They're 1-1-0, and they are tied for first with Technobabble Inc. That's my team. That's a human team. They're also 1-1-0. And in third place, in my opinion, the GOAT. That's Electric Man's Skaven team, also 1-1-0. And in Division C, at the top of the leaderboard, Philosopher's Song, coached by Spire, a Lizard team. They are undefeated 2-0-0, and they are followed very closely behind by one touchdown, in fact, by MAML Nightmare, coached by Festoon. They're a Necro team, also 2-0-0. And in third place is the World of Cheese, coached by James Like Snacks. They're a Pro Elf team. They are 1-0-1. The home team this evening will be the Amazons of the badass Biotches. They have 12 on the roster, it looks like. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do this all the time. It's 16 minus 4. 12 on the roster. However, number 9 will be out with an injury this week that brings their TV to 970,000 gold. They have 2 blitzers on the roster, 2 blockers, a thrower, and a bunch of line women. 1 apothecary, 1 dedicated fan, and 2 rerolls. They're going to be up against the Imperial Nobility of the Entanglements. 12 on the roster here as well. Everybody's healthy on this roster. That brings their TV to 1,400,000 gold. That is 430,000 gold in petty cash going to the Amazons tonight. That's a lot of money to spend. We'll talk about how they may spend that in just a few moments here. 2 blitzers on the roster, 3 of the 4 bodyguards on the roster, a thrower. I'm sorry, 4 of the 4 bodyguards, all 4 bodyguards on the roster, a thrower, and a handful of linemen as well. 1 oppo, 4 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. How are these two teams going to play tonight? Let's talk about the away team first. The Imperial Nobility team, they are a pitch control team. And what do we mean by that? Very simply, they can control the pitch, right? They can carve out a chunk of the pitch and say, this is mine, don't touch, you can't come here. And they're going to do that with a number of skills. You can see the linemen here all have fend. That means if an opponent blocks these players, the opponent won't be able to follow up. They have the bodyguards here with Stand Firm. Stand Firm says, if you block this guy, he stays right where he is. You don't push him back, right? You have these blitzers that are great as well. These blitzers are part blitzer, part catcher, all nuisance. They both have blodge, but of course they have both been kitted out to pick up sidestep. Sidestep means that when this blitzer gets pushed, the blitzer can go to any adjacent space. It doesn't have to be backwards, right? Think about that for a minute. Like when you block your opponent, you push them back, not when they have sidestep. So when you push somebody back, you're saying, okay, I'm going to come from this direction so that you can get off of me, or you get stuck over here. You can't do that to a sidestepper. The sidestepper is going to go wherever he wants to go. That means he can continue to mark a piece if he remains standing. This means he can get in your way. This means he can get a free space of movement. It can be really, really difficult, especially as blodgers, to knock these pieces down. And if that weren't bad enough, MA7's decent speed, and they have jump up, which means they're not going to lose 3 MA when you knock them down. They might just take a block when they're prone anyway. It can be a real nightmare to deal with these pieces, especially when everybody else can protect the ball carrier or can cut off your movement options when you're on offense. The thrower, of course, a natural thrower has pass, has running pass, has sure hands, so he'll be the ball carrier at the start of an offensive drive for this team. On the ball, gives him 3 MA of movement, and also has picked up Cannoneer as well, which means that long passes and long bombs, not the short ones, but the long ones, are going to be a +1 here for Charles Windsor tonight. B-Dog says, a full roster of healthy knobs, that's a rare sight. Yes, indeed. So a pitch control team up against a team with a lot of dodge. We're going to look at the team in just a second, but just look at the roster. I want to point out before we look at these Amazons, just one player with the tackle skill. So tackle negates dodge. They're going to be up against the Amazons of the badass Biotches, where everybody has dodge. So that is a happy sight here for Malik in this matchup, where just one player is going to turn off the dodge skill when really all you really have is the dodge skill. Now, the Blitzers, kind of the stars of the show on this roster here. They have dodge, they have jump up. We talked about jump up briefly already, but they have this trait hit and run, which means when they take a block, they get a free movement so long as that movement doesn't end up marking someone. So this is a way to break through an opposing formation. This is a way to take a hit and then fall back to safety, right? You can do a lot of things with hit and run. Free movement is very, very powerful, right? Think of a War Dancer with MA8. Think of a Gutter Runner with MA9. Think of how strong it is to be so fast and to have so much movement on a piece. Now think that you're getting that movement for free with something like On the Ball or Hit and Run. Right now, these are movement skills are really, really important in this game, right? Because you need to control the pitch in one way or another, whether that means you're just keeping people out, or whether that means you're protecting somebody that you want to protect, or whether that means you're harassing somebody that you want to harass. So these skills, very, very important, not just in the game in general, but it's going to be very important for the badass Biotches tonight, because they don't have a lot else to fall back on. Everybody has dodge. It's going to make them really resilient. They're probably not going to dodge away too much. Well, I'm sure they'll dodge away, but they're not going to dodge away with like elves, because elves tend to have the dodge skill with an edge of 2+. That is a far cry from an edge of 3+. If you try dodging away all day long in the, with an Amazon team, you're going to fail a lot of those. So instead, he's going to lean on the dodge skill to keep these players more reliable, going for the 2-die blocks, start pushing people back. And this is how he's going to not only get his blocks and try to remove some players, but keep his players safe as well, as most of the team is an AV of 8+. Now he's picking up 430K in petty cash. There's a lot he can do with that. Of course, he could pick up Morgan Thorg for 380K. Block, Mighty Blow +2, Strength of 6. Not a bad pickup. You can never go wrong with Morgan Thorg. However, and I'll have to check the FAQ, but I'm pretty sure the ruling has not been rolled back, that is. For 430K, if he picks up Morgan Thorg, he gets 50K remaining. That's a couple of coaches. He could pick up, say, Mighty Zug for 220, right? You're getting block, it's a Mighty Blow +1, just a Strength of 5, but you get basically Mighty Blow +2 once per game with Crushing Blow, and that leaves you enough money for both Dribble and Drool. These are dual star players at 190K. You pick up both, and you have a max of 2-star players in the game of Blood Bowl, but dual star players count as one, so he could have all 3 on the pitch tonight should he desire. That would leave 20K left over for a coach, but we'll see what Malik decides to do here in just a few minutes. A Wizard also not a bad option here for 150K, but it's a lot of money, right? And when you have such a big difference in TV, you've really got to use that petty cash to your advantage. You got to look at what's available to you, look at what your opponent's weaknesses are, and lean heavily into that. Morgan Thorg with a Mighty Blow +2 and a Strength of 6. You're always looking at those 3-die blocks to try to remove players. Not a bad pickup. He did pick up Dribble and Drool and picked up Anky Panky instead. So yeah, so the FAQ ruling still stands. So this is an exception to this 2-star player rule. When you pick up dual star players, there's a couple of them in the game. Dribble and Drool is one of them. That counts as one-star player selection. It still eats up 2 slots on your roster, but you're allowed another pick for another star player, effectively giving you 3-star players. So you picked up Anky Panky instead. Anky Panky with Juggernaut, Stand Firm, Block, and Strength of 4. Didn't go for Zug, the Strength of 5. We'll see how this works out with Anky Panky deciding to go all lizards all the time against this Imperial Nobility team. Imperial Nobility will be on defense. They're screening out the Amazons here. Electric Man says somebody wants to be a lizard team. 5 on the line here for the badass Biotches. 2 rerolls available to them. Importantly, The defense, the only team that has somebody with sure hands. This Amazon team's not going to get a free reroll on the kick. Ajax the Riot, welcome to the stream. Ball kick to the 12. Here's that on the ball skill. It's going to be a -1 to pick this up, so 4+. High kick, didn't even need the high kick when you've got on the ball. Good catch by Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the 12-yard line. Turn one now for the badass Biotches. 2-9 block on the right side of the defensive line. This will be a knockdown. We didn't talk about defensive either, but defensive here, this is on the Jaguar Warrior blockers here. Defensive turns off the block skill. So defensive negate, oh boy. The defensive negates dodge. Double skulls on block number 1 here with the star player, Anky Panky, who is a loner. It's going to use Savage Blow to try to reroll a die here and got a push to keep the drive alive. Savage Blow is a once per game ability, so that ability has now been spent. Up against that bodyguard with Stand Firm, and he's going to stay right where he was. Difficult to push Imperial ability teams around due to all those control skills. A knockdown here against Ali Sheetbend, who will also stand firm. Broke armor! One-man player advantage now for the Amazon team. Good blitz on the left side of the line. Needed a 9+, got it. And that results in a casualty. 2 SPP picked up for Joan of Arc. With 42 seconds remaining in turn number 1. The Amazon team setting up a fairly tight-knit pocket here around the ball carrier. So Anky Panky, we'll talk a little bit about them. Anky Panky, Dribble and Drool rather. So Dribble here wearing number 3. This is the Fowler. This is a sneaky get dirty player. That's the combo you want on your Fowlers. And then a Drool here is the stab star player. So you could conceivably go in for the stab with Drool wearing the red feathers or the orange feathers. Knock a player down and then foul them with Dribble wearing the green feathers. Entanglements on their first turn of the game. Lost one of their linemen. Now they're going to go in for the block on Anky Panky. Anky Panky just a strength of 4. Basically a Saurus. Basically just a mean, grumpy Saurus. Two-die block on Anky Panky. This will be a push, unless the pro reroll is spent, which I think it will be. Yep, no reason not to. Went for the both down instead and wrestled them both to the ground. So Anky Panky losing their tackle zones by way of not being standing anymore. Russell says when you get knocked on a both down result, you'll both go to the ground. There's no armor break. There's no turnover. Tight formation here by the offense means that the defense can start to swoop in, right? They can start to apply some pressure. A mark taken against Rosa Parks. 2-die block against Rosa Parks. You've got some gall for pushing Rosa Parks back across the line of scrimmage. You racist. Pat Clover Hitch on the blitz. Repositions to the 6-yard line. And now the foul on the right side. Yeah, well done. 2 assists on the foul. Ludmila Pavlichenko, the Lady of Death, now removed from the... Oh, is he thinking about the oppo here? SB Beaver says that has to be a crime of some sort. Cobblestorm BB says, "Oh, you've done it now. The Telestrator of Doom has been activated." Good foul here with the 2 assists. Spire demanding death. Well, we've got 2 injuries already. It's only a matter of time. Welcome out to the stream this evening. Just 1 game tonight, which is good because I have stuff to do. I had a very frustrating day today. Not for any particular, just normal stuff. Trying to do stuff and I don't know what's going on. You try to work on something, you're like, why is this happening? And then you rope other people into it, and they're like, why is this happening? SPB says, who would have realized that the key Amazon weakness is getting stomped on? Yeah, who would have thought, huh? $40 seconds ago here in turn number 2 for the Biotches. 2-die blitz over on the left side by 1-die blitz. Took it with drool. That had to have been a misclick. Instead of being a blitz, that was almost certainly a blitz stab attempt. So the stab is basically a special action you can take, right? That's what this is right here. Instead of blocking or blitzing, you can stab instead, and it's basically an armor break roll. But that was certainly not meant to be a normal blitz. It ended up keeping the drive alive anyway, but that was certainly a stab attempt. That's right, stab. 6 minutes, 53 seconds to go here for the Biotches in turn number 2. Oh, boy. Conceding ground here. So shifting to the left, keeping the cage tight. But as we mentioned, the defense can just swoop in and start harassing the offense. So this is another player with the wrestle skill here. Towns Square Knot could have elected to use the wrestle skill, but most skills in the game of Blood Bowl, including wrestle, are optional. Conkill elected not to take the wrestle skill to force the turnover. Unfortunately, on the trade, Town Square Knot got stunned, but I think Entanglements is still in pretty good shape here to start to harass this cage. Yep, here we go. Turn 2. Spire said, I stabbed Pips Pippi, the best part of that game. So with no guard over here, right now, Dribble Dribble could be an easy 3-die blitz. Where's the tackle player? Yeah. Yvonne the Curse. Cross-stitch. Could turn off that dodge skill and no block on dribble either. I don't know if he can get around that far. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't think he wants to risk the dodge. Now a 2-die on dribble. This will be a dodge push. But dribble has sides. What? Dribble has sidestep and decides to sidestep to the left. Now mark on the right side. The cage completely surrounded at this point. Blitz still on the table. Two-die blitz on Anky Pank. He gets double skulls. Has to spend a reroll. Only gets a push here. Anky Panky will stand firm. We'll stay right where he is. And now a 2-die against Anky Panky again will be a pal. And that'll be the turn. Turn 3 back to the Biotches. Might be, they might rely on their dodge skills here to try to move this ball forward. They've got a lane right in front of the ball carrier right now, provided they can get rid of Pat Cloverhitch. Pat Cloverhitch, however, is a blodger with sidestep, so if you don't knock him down, he's going to stay right on that ball. Got the pal! Joan of Arc knocking down Pat Cloverhitch, who's almost certainly going to go to the right here to cover that gap, and now it's a jump, a leap over the player. Oh, filled the gap on the left side here as well. So had a couple of options to move the ball carrier forward. Could leap over this and run forward, right? I got to be real careful with that. Or without filling this gap, could have gone this way, and then it would have been a 3+ dodge with the dodge skill. So the dodge would have been, yeah, there we go. Good stab here by Dribble. Wait, what? By Drool. But close the gap here with that follow-up, which means can't get that 3+ with a reroll, with a free reroll. So it looks to be continuing to fight here right on their own 8-yard line. Has the option to use hit and run after that block. We talked about how this skill is going to undeniably be very important in this matchup. So can use this skill to get a free movement, provided he's not marking another player at the end of this movement. But I think with the way this turn shaped up, oh, he is going to use hit and run. I was going to say, I think with the way this turn shaped up, he'd stay right where he was. But going to try to eke out a little bit of breathing room here by moving one space back from that back left corner of this 4-point cage. Now back to the 12-yard line. I got my Blood Bowl 3rd season edition pre-order in. I think it releases on the 15th. Very excited. I got 3rd season edition, and I got they're releasing two issues of Spike at the same time, so I'm picking up the new issues of the new issues of Spike. So advances the ball across the line of scrimmage to the 2-yard line. But, boy. So it's going to be a couple of dodges here. No problem on the first dodge. 5:19 on the bonus clock. Free reroll by Ada Lovelace. SPV asks, did you get any new teams? I didn't. But when I get the new edition, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to read the rules. And if everything checks out the way I think it will, in other words, like, if it really does seem like a box is a viable team, I am going to go ham. I'm going to buy a lot of teams, provided I can find them. Turn 3 for Entanglements. Like, I have a bunch of teams already. Trying to think, like, I don't think I'm going to be discriminating. I think I'm just going to buy whatever I can get my hands on. A number of dodges and rushes here. Fails the rush! The Biotches with free movement here on turn 4. They're going to move this cage down pitch all the way down to the 14-yard line. Succeeded on the dodge, failed the rush, because you always fail the rush. SPV says, well, if that's the case, I may have to get a few as well. You are not allowed to buy a human team. Sorry, what do you mean I'm not allowed to buy a human team? Hank the Ranger, welcome to the stream. Hank the Ranger reminding all of us that a 1 in 6 failure rate on a rush is a 900% failure rate. It's the way the math works out. You can do it on paper. 1 divided by 6. That's a 9. Electric Space says all you have to do is throw away all the players they cut. The teams are ready. Sure. I mean, I don't think I'm literally going to like rebuy things I have, but like I'll buy anything. like I would love to have. Like, I don't have all the teams, you know. I would love to just have everything. Star players and stuff aside, like, I have a few stars already. I'd be selective about stuff like that. 2-die block here against Matthias Golden Tooth, the rookie lineman. Yeah, so that too, yeah, or like goblins as well. Ajax the Riot says, I'm trying to talk myself into buying an Underworld team, but honestly thinking about third party because you don't get big guys or snotlings from GW, and you're spending $50 plus. Speaking of things like that, like secret weapons and big guys and stuff, I got a new 3D printer. The timing may or may not coincide with the new edition of Blood Bowl. Failed dodge on the right side of the line into a KO. That's going to be a turnover. Final turn of the first quarter coming up. That is a one-man player advantage now. What happened here? It's a one-man player advantage for the Imperial Nobility team. Ajax the Riot says, oh, that's not what Ajax the Riot said. Hanky Panky injured and taken off the pitch. See you later, Hanky. Good removal here by Con Kill. And now two-man player advantage for the Imps. Ajax the Riot says, yeah, I got a 3D printer too, but it's been gathering so much dust. I hope it still works. My old 3D printer, I hate it. So I bought, I mean, it was years ago at this point. Boy, I'm telling you, man, no one learns 1 divided by 6 equals 9. Another failed rush, turn 5 for the Biotches, second quarter of the game. My old 3D printer, like, was allegedly a good one, but boy, I hated it. Like, I bought it at a time where like you were still expected to like build it yourself, you know? So like I had so much trouble managing temperature, and it didn't auto level, so I had trouble leveling it, and it was so obnoxious. I hated it. I absolutely hated it, to the point where it got clogged one point, and then I just never used it again. Oh, I hated it so much. But now, the new one is very close to what I expect. Like, I want a 3D printer to just be like a normal printer. It just prints things. Like, I don't want to faff about with it. Just, here's a thing, go print it. And the new one's pretty close to that, so I'm happy with it. Biotches here on turn 5 have another opportunity to move this ball down pitch. I mean, surely they're going to move the ball to the 24, right? Or the 22 if they fear a cage dive. What? Went for the foul right now? Got the removal. Great removal here on Pat Cloverhitch. Oppo's going to be spent. Very, very important player here. Well done by the doctor to keep Pat Cloverhitch in this game. I don't know if I caught that. There it is. Did the nobility borrow the drunken trait from the Norse? So just moving the ball one space forward, taunting the Imperial nobility team. Biotches back on the bonus clock here. So move the ball forward after fouling. Fouling's pretty risky. I think moving the ball forward would have been a lot safer, but really just showing off with dribble here, saying I'm not scared, man. Turn 5 now for Entanglements. Yeah, the new one I got was 95% pre-assembled. Very happy with it. I already did a calibration print. It worked fine. It's got, it's enclosed and all that stuff. It does multicolor printing, so I'm excited for that too. It can do up to 8 colors, but so I have this I got the printer with this other thing where you put your filament in. So I can do 4 colors right now. It can do up to 8, but I have to buy another one of those things to make that happen. Two-die blitz against Drool over on the right side of the cage. This will be a push. Drool will sidestep to wherever he wishes to be. Spider says frees up the 2, marking the down blitzer. He's sneaky yet, sure, but why not move the ball first? I guess he was just afraid of the foul going awry, and then he'd have his cage still intact, I guess. Turn 6 now for the Biotches. They were able to break through the early pressure by the defense here. So they moved forward. They tightened up their cage here at the beginning of the drive. The defense saw that as an opportunity to apply the pressure, and they did so. But then the Biotches were able, with a couple of good dodges here, to break free. And then a null turn by the defense was really all she wrote, and the offense was able to move this cage downfield. Unopposed, but then they decided to hang out here on the 16. So now they've got some Imperial Nobility players to contend with. Woo! Woo! Drool with the murder stab. Stab is a quote-unquote free action, meaning if you fail it, it is not a turnover. Look at that. Was that even a stab? That was with his tail. He had the knife in his hands, and he stabbed with his tail. That's how they get you. They make you focus on the knife in their hands, but you never notice the knife in their tail, ever. Yeah, he is. McMackey says sneaky. Indeed. Indeed. Whoa! Just scoring! The Biotches take the lead 1-0. Good score here by Malik. Giving the Imps a little bit of time here to score in the first half. Electrics Man says that the new addition fixed the yard lines. I can't remember. I don't think there's yard lines on the basic pitch in the game, in the board game, but I can't remember. I don't think there are. Ajax the Riot said was afraid of the stall rule. Yeah, the stall rule is going to be in effect in the new version of the game permanently, so it's a permanent part of the game once we get BB 2025 or Blood Bowl 3rd Season Edition. If you're unfamiliar, the stall rule is basically if you have the ball and you can score a touchdown without rolling any dice, you must do so. If you don't, you are stalling. So I shouldn't say you must do so, but if you don't do so, you're stalling, and there's a potential for bad things to happen with a die roll. McBackey says Skink Twins are such good value. Absolutely. 190K for both of those guys. I mean, you get a ton of speed. You get the dodge skill on both. One is like a totally kitted out Fowler. One is your stab guy, like stab all day, stab all day. Three on the line here for the defense, giving up the sidelines. They've got, let's call that 3 linebackers and 5 in the secondary. Now 4 on the line for the offense. SP Beaver says it's stalling if you take the block first and get double skulls. Yeah, correct. No, it is not. Six on the line, 7 on the line for the offense, 8 on the line for the offense. Here's the kick. Very deep kick. Charles Windsor gets one space besides the ball, might be able to pick it up. We've got the trap doors. The trap doors are in effect. So they're going to be on the, I think it's the 14-yard line, 16-yard line. I think it's the 14-yard line. You'll see them here momentarily. If you end your turn on one of the 14-yard line. One here, one here. If you end your turn on one, you roll a d6. On a 1, you treat it as if you were surfed off the pitch. Another armor break here to start turn number 6. And they get a stun out of it. Now a 2-die against Ada Lovelace. Lovelace. It gets a push. Also, that's right. Also, trap doors. Also known as bear traps. Oh no, not the doors. Yeah, that never have any impact on anything. What is the design decision? Like, why are these a thing? Like, I don't understand these at all. Smasher says, is it just me or are the trapdoors on the wrong side for in real life pitches? No, I thought they were on the right side. Am I mistaken? I thought they were on the right side of the pitch. Well, I mean, they're very big bear traps. It's very easy to just, fail the ball pickup here with the free reroll. That'll be a turnover. Turn 7 for the Biotches. Like, it's very easy to miss that little trigger plate. Big Mackie says, trapdoors can be somewhat whimsical, but if I go into someone's house and there's a loaded bear trap, there will be way more questions. Mediocre greatness, welcome to the stream. Mediocre greatness has a symphony of ineptitude. Yeah, these Imperial players just don't feel like handling the ball today. Charles Windsor is like, I don't know, man. Look at it. It's really shiny. It's hard to grip. Oh, are they on the left? All right. Just on the new pitches, or has it always been that way? Ajax the Riot says, the Eternal League AI Cup has a special cup that litters the entire field with trapdoors. Roll a 6 and a trap gets removed. Roll a 1, do normal trap stuff and remove the trap. Oh, that's cool. Two turns remaining. The job of the Biotches at this point will be to stop any potential score. So they're going to leave a number of players in the secondary. Although they are applying some early pressure here against Ralph Barbed Wire over on the right side. Oh, they were on the left. I could have sworn they were on the right. Two-eye blitz with Drool. Gets a push. I think that was supposed to be a stab attempt as well. Well, maybe not, because he got the assists. Oh, War Master, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thanks, Smasher. I guess they've always been... Why is... If they're on the... Then what has Cyanide done here? Dude, I'm blocking against Golden Tooth. Got a pal. Trapdoors on the left are copyrighted. Biotches on the bonus clock here. They're down to 3 minutes 27 seconds. Oh. 3 minutes 27 seconds. Trying to dodge away here. Yeah, this is the problem with that 3+ dodge. You do get a free reroll. But 3+ isn't great. And when you fail it, you only have an armor value of 8+. Oppo's going to be spending here. Isn't this a rookie? It is a rookie. It's going to keep her on the pitch here, so both doctors doing their job. Well done. Tried to finish out the turn with a dodge on the line. Succeeded on the first one. It's going to fail on the second one. Dodge is a fake skill, Pat Dog. Welcome. If I haven't said welcome already, welcome. Yeah, so I'm very excited to print out totally non-copyright infringing fantasy football figures on my new printer, and perhaps tiny epic Imperial Legions figures. From a universe that in a millennia may perhaps be referred to as Grimdark. Did I say the millennia? 10 millennia. MAML players would be awesome. If I had any modicum of art talent for something like that, I would totally do it. I made a 3D model for Unmatched, the TTS module of Unmatched, because they wouldn't do any of the licensed guys. I guess they didn't have the licenses. So I made one for Bruce Lee, and that was low poly, right? It was a low poly count model, and it was so hard. It was so hard. Good recovery here by the thrower. Going for the short pass now to Pat Cloverhitch. Now remember, he doesn't get the +1 here with Cannoneer on the short pass. Only on the long pass and the long bomb. Here's the pass. Good catch by Pat Cloverhitch. Very well done here by Con Kill. And now Pat Cloverhitch advancing to the opposing 14-yard line here in turn number 7. This was the fear with the early score. Could have stalled this out for a couple of turns, but now Entanglements is going to have the opportunity to get on the board here, and if they can, they'll have the ball to start the second half, and they might be able to win this with a 2-1 grind. T-Dye block against dribble. This will be a dodge push. Oh man, a Pips Pippy would be awesome. Would be awesome. Turn 8 for the Biotches. Biotches a bit on the back foot here. Really, really want to stop the score, but it's in the hands of Pat Cloverhitch. They don't have anyone with tackle. They've got to be mindful of not just Pat Cloverhitch, but Golden Tooth as well. And if they take a block on Pat Cloverhitch, they're really going to have to cover all 3 forward spaces to prevent a free forward movement. I have to double check what the price of filament is, because I bought 4 spools. They came in like a 4-pack. I don't remember how much I paid. So, those are all great ideas. Oh man, having BB Nuts cheerleaders would be awesome. Having both of them, having the Nurgle cheerleaders and then the Chaos cheerleaders. A golden statue of at least 10 meters high. I have to print. It'll be like multiple 4-hour prints, and I piece them together into a life-size Pips Pippy. Adex to right says, see, I have a resin printer, not filament. Yeah, this... What does this take? Like, I'm such a neophyte to printing. Like, I'm afraid that like resin would get goopy, you know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, this takes all the normal, I would say normal things like PLA and ABS. I'm not gonna print with anything other than PLA because I'm afraid of, you know, killing myself. Dribble! Dribble! Dodge, one die, pow against Pat Cloverhitch. Oh! Wait, spent the reroll there? Spent the reroll on the 6. Couldn't get, so that was a 6 to catch. Because this is a star player, that's a loner. So had to spend the reroll, then had to succeed on a 4+ before reattempting the 6+. Failed the loner roll. Blodge is a fake skill. Boy, the die rolls. Good dodge to do a rush. Still has to worry about Golden Tooth, however. Toxic fumes never hurt anyone. Look what it did for the Toxic Avenger. Turn 8 for Entanglements now. They can get on the board here. They're going to have to clear these Amazons from the ball. And then get this ball into the hands of Golden Tooth, ideally. Two die against Dribble. Has to re-roll this. It's going to be a dodge push. Dribble will remain on this ball. Yeah, getting pushed to the left here. Blitz still on the table, but there's 3 marking the ball right now. It's a -3 pickup and some dodges already to get in on this ball. Going from the back end here for the push against Cleopatra. Yeah, to push onto the ball to try to get this ball out of this scrub. You know, you could ask for worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rush. Cleopatra now. Pushed onto the ball. And now all right. Well, now the ball in a worse spot. Well, maybe not that bad. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a worse spot because now you've got the handoff to contend with. Well, good pickup. 3+ dodge away. Okay. That'll be the end of the half. 1-0. The Biotches in the lead. Entanglements will be on offense to start the second half. Ah, didn't declare the handoff. Yeah, good call. Good call. Yeah, you got to declare your action first. So Entanglements was not able to get on the board at the end of the first half after what I would argue was an early score by the Biotches. Now the Biotches on defense. And now their job is to once again try to stop this score. If they can recover the ball and get on the board, they will all but clinch the game. Yeah, that was a very good half. Bad Dog demanding death. 4 injuries, but that's not enough. Those guys are still alive. We want someone to die. Both teams looking to pick up their first win of the competition here in week number 2. Here's the kick. Charles Windsor is going to be able to get under the ball. Again, it's a 4+ to catch the ball. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a blitz on the kickoff event. Got the 3 on the D3. 6 players who are unmarked get to activate. Uh-oh. Yeah, really good first half here by both the coaches. You had Malik come in and pull that offense in a little tighter than I think I would have liked. Conkill saw the opportunity to enclose it, did a great job of doing so. Malik was able to open up a lane, leverage the dodges on this team to all right. The dodges on this team to get 1 divided by 6, man. 1 divided by 6. To move that ball forward a little bit, where the Imperial team then had to catch up with a few die rolls. Those die rolls failed, giving the Amazon team the opportunity to really advance this ball forward. And then Malik decided not to take this ball all the way to the end zone, decided to duke it out around the 16. The Imperial team was able to catch up, and the Amazon team pushed enough of them back to score turn 6, I think. And then the Imperial team, with a few turns left in the first half, really made a real good show of it, and almost got on the board. After a great pass by the thrower. Wasn't able to quite pull it off in the end, and now here they are on offense to start the second half of this game. If they fight just as hard as they did in the first one, I don't see how they're not going to get in the end zone. This Amazon team needs to be very, very mindful of these control skills. The Imperial team being on offense, they get to go first. They're going to decide the momentum of this drive right from out of the gate. And with all those control skills, they basically get to say, this is going to be my part of the pitch. If you want to come get me, you're going to have to fight for it. That's where those hit and run skills can be very effective. But there's one over on the left side here. And the other one is over here. Oh, wait, that's not her. Where is she? Where's the yellow? Wait, is there only one? I thought for sure there were 2. Oh, there she is. She failed her rush. That's right. Double pals here over on the right side of the pitch here. Got Drool out of the game, or at least out of the drive. Will be KO'd here. Well done by Conkill to get rid of one of those really obnoxious star players. 2 star players down, 1 to go. Charlie, buddy, listen to me. You and I, we're going to have a talk. Listen. What's going on, brother? Like, what are you doing? Your job is to carry the ball, man. I'm just saying, look, I know things with Lucy are bad. I get it, man. I understand, but this is your job. You get paid for it. You got to pick the ball up. I know, man. Listen. Just need some time apart. It'll be okay. Just right now, you gotta pick the ball up. Pick up the ball, you piece of shit! This is why your wife Right now, she's talking to her girlfriend. She's like, yeah, you watching the game? That's about as good with his hands as he is. This is what I have to deal with at home every day. Dude, I block against Juan Slipknot. Got the foul here. Two die against Bull Noose will be a knockdown. Biotches on turn 9. 2 rushes to get a mark on the ball. Leaving a couple players over in the left wide zone. Very, very mindful of these blitzers. Remember, these blitzers are blitzers and passers all in one. Rushed onto the ball. Recovered the ball as well, spending one of the 2 team rerolls. And now Joan of Arc with 1 rush remaining. Is it going to be a dodge rush? Oh! Double rushes to get on the ball, and that was a -1 on the pickup. And this is not the replay. Great. Biotches back on the bonus clock. They have just 32 seconds left on the bonus clock for the duration of the game. One assist will easily get in here against Joan of Arc for the 2 die block. Well, 1 assist is already there. Is there a blocker somewhere? They're all the way over here. Ugh. So he marks out, so he can come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a rush blitz. He's marked out this player here. So this is no longer going to be an assist. And now he has 2 assists here and here. It's 3, 4, 5. Gonna take it as a block instead, got the push. Knob. People call you guys knobs. Nothing noble about you knobs. So went for the block instead, maybe to set up for a favorable blitz. I'm not sure where that would come from. Or might just be trying to push this ball off to the side and control the sideline, giving them nowhere to go and no way to regroup with their teammates. 1 die back at the line of scrimmage. This will be a both down result. Nope, gonna spend the re-roll. Got a push out of this against Rosa Parks. Two die blitz gets a push against number 11. Another team reroll spent. Gets the knockdown thanks to tackle. Looking for an 8+. Entanglements down to 1 reroll for the game. They are back on the bonus clock with 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Great turn here by Con Kill. Very well done. Very well done. Look at, boy. So impressive. Set everything up for this blitz here. Now the blitz had tackle, negated the dodge kill. That's fine. But then was able to follow up and now has tackle against the ball carrier. Very well done. Turn 10 now for the Biotches. Two die block back across the line of scrimmage. This will be a knockdown. Three plus dodge, no problem. Oh boy. I thought he was going to declare a handoff, but instead it's going to cage up at the opposing 8-yard line. Very well done here by the Biotches. They were on defense. They were able to get away with the 3+ dodge. And now they are in possession of the ball, and they have the lead. They are on their own 8-yard line, just inside the right wide zone. Oh, I was like, why didn't you hand off? Because he's on the wrong side of the field. I was like, he should hand off here and just go down pit. No, nope, that's not what he wants to do. Biotches back on the bonus clock. They have 30 seconds remaining. Amazons dodging for days. Dodging for days. Turn 11 for Entanglements. So many dodges here. Many more Amazon dodges than I was expecting, but it's worked out. Two-die block against number 11. This is going to be a wrestle to the ground. Ajax Riot says strategic retreating is not an easy concept. You know what will teach you that very quickly? Play any like chit-based war game. You will learn. You will learn. Or like Dune or something. You will learn to say, nope, not fighting this. See you later. Two-die against number 2, all the way on Entanglements 12-yard line. Get a push out of this. Just can't knock down these Amazonians? Amazonians? What do you go with Amazons? So I got this soap. I don't know what to call it other than fancy soap. But like it's like a box of like different scented soaps. And the one I have in the shower right now is like black. It's not charcoal, but like it's black, and it just like it looks like I'm washing soot off my body when I use it. I don't know what's going on. Pal here against number 2. Turn 11 back to the Amazon. So the front of the cage marked by 2 Imperial linemen. These blocks will not be able to follow up, remember, due to fend. Do you look dirtier after the shower? I don't. Oh man, I had so much stir fry for lunch today. Like, I don't want to eat ever again. It was delicious though. Got to push here. Remember, we'll not be able to follow up against Cole Carrick-Benn Jr. due to fend. Looking like a chimney sweep. Yep. That's how you know it's fancy. The fancier the soap, the dirtier you look. It's like buying jeans that are already pre-torn up. Two-die block against Bull Noose. Gets a knockdown here. The first programmer gets a knockout. Well done. Hobo chic, that's right. Couple players over in the left wide zone. One mark against Michael Bolin. Blitz has already been spent. Might try to mark out Michael Bolin. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna move. He's gonna move the skink down pitch. So dribble, threatening a score. I thought he might try to mark out Michael Bolin for a turn, and then move the cage this way. Smells really nice though. There's one bar in there I'm afraid to use. It's like lime and patchouli or something. I'm like, I don't think I want to smell like that. One die block against Ralph Barbwire. This is going to be a both down result unless the final reroll is spent. Gonna use the final reroll and it will be a push. Could have been a very bad turnover there with the with Ruth Bader Ginsburg being knocked to the ground, but now turn 12 for Entanglements. McMackey says, I hate the smell of patchouli. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't think I want to smell like that. Whiskey Reservoir from Bath and Body Works is the bomb. So I'll tell you what, every year I buy like 24 hand soaps from Bath and Body Works. Like, because I love them. I have one. I can't remember what it's called. It's like whiskey and something. I keep calling it whiskey and depression. I think it's like whiskey and coffee or something. And I'm like, this just smells like I have not washed my hands. This just smells like I had a bad day. Ah, the smell of an upper and a downer. The responsible combination. 26 seconds to go for Entanglements. Here's the blitz. Uphill blitz against Joan of Arc, and that will be a push. Good blitz. Proud Star, welcome to the stream. Proud Star says Wood Barrel Bourbon Soap from Dr. Squatch is the shit. Good to know. I may check it out. Joan of Arc's going to hang on to this ball here. Bad Dog says I use Wood Barrel Bourbon from Dr. Scotch because I like smelling like an alcoholic. Now one die against number 15 will be a push. I mean, Bath and Body Works has other stuff. They have like, you know, oranges and like Christmassy pine sort of smells. I bought a cologne, or it's a perfume actually, but I bought a perfume from this perfumer called, what are they called? The hell are they called? Kerosene. I bought a perfume from a company called Kerosene, and the perfume is called Blackmail. So I can smell like blackmail. Well done, well done. And then they gave me like 3 testers, and one of them's called Dirty Flower Factory. 2-9 block. They are so I like the smell of their blackmail perfume, but man, is it nuclear. Like one spray is all you need. Do not tempt fate. Don't try to. The spell will never go away, ever. They have one, what is it called? Followed. Holy shit. Followed smells like breakfast pancakes. It just smells like pancakes, and it really smells like pancakes. Like, it is intense. That was another one of the testers. That's right, Waffle House cologne. Biotches with just 15 seconds on the clock, no bonus time left. They gotta find a way to get this ball to safety. Surrounded by Imperials right now. 5 seconds on the clock. 2-die block against Augustine Webb gets the push. This is gonna be the end of the quarter. Turn 13 now for Entanglements. Dice already on the ball. Yeah, it's by a company called Kerosene. All the bottles are identical. They have like big, like metal stamped labels. 2-die block gets number 2 here by Entanglements. They're going to have an opportunity to knock this ball loose shortly. They have just one reroll left in the game. Under a minute to go here for Entanglements. Plenty of time on the bonus clock. 2-die against Rosa Parks. Gets the knockdown. That is offensive. Moves in for the assist thanks to guard. Yvonne Cross-Stitch guaranteed to lend an assist thanks to the guard skill. Nope. 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 Joan of Arc has defensive negates guard. Move, welcome to the stream. Now Entanglements on the bonus clock. Moob says, I like the Amazon names with one exception. Where's Xena? I mean, if we're going to go fictional people, there's Samantha Carter. Very well done to remove Ada Lovelace. And now we'll never have computer programming. Blitz has been spent. A 1-die against Dribble will be a push. Dribble will probably sidestep back toward the ball. Or maybe to the right. No, it's going to continue moving forward. Continuing to be a scoring threat. One die against Marie Curie. Marie Curie. I think is how the inflection goes. Turn 13 now for the Biotches. Marked by 2 nobility players, nowhere to dodge that is positive, meaning all 5 of these spaces is at least a -1. Pressar asks, so I know the week got moved back. When's the next week start now? It starts whenever this one ends. So there's one game left to be played. That game has yet to be scheduled. That game will either, there's two outcomes. Either it gets scheduled with the allotment of extensions that the coaches have, or a coach runs out of extensions. That coach is deemed responsible for having to spend the next one, and therefore they forfeit. So every team gets 3 3-day extensions. So one coach could extend a week by up to, you get 3 3-day extensions for the duration of the competition. So one coach could extend a week by up to 9 days. But they also stack. Great stun here. Very good stun. We'll see if they can capitalize on this late in the game. That's one less player to worry about. Blitz still available. Where's the blitz gonna be? But they also stack. So like, so you could use 2 without prior approval. If you want to use any more than 2, you have to come to either Nick or myself and request permission. But were we to grant permission, you know, both coaches could spend all 6 of theirs in 1 week. I don't know why we would grant that, but they could extend a week by up to 18 days in that way, right? So it's hard to say when the week will end until it ends, but just keep an eye on the extensions. All right. Oh, all that work. Pat Cloverhitch is now free. Free! We'll stall this out for at least a turn. There he goes. All the way to the 24-yard line. Nobody can get to him at this point. So it's hard to know when the week will end until it ends, but you keep an eye on the extensions and keep an eye on the MAML announcements channel, and you'll see with, provided I keep up to date with it, you'll see when the week ends. If I haven't, I think I posted it. Let me see. I did not. I should have posted it in MAML announcements that the week got extended, but I'll do so after the game. But as it stands, at least from the chatter in Discord, it looks like they'll play their game either within this current extension, meaning by Wednesday, or by the end of Wednesday, or with one more extension, which would extend it out to the end of Saturday. Tried to surf Mary Curie. She was having none of it. Turn 14 for the Biotches. They can't get anyone to the ball. They can get a mark on Ruth. They get a mark on Pat Cloverhitch with Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But in order to do so, I think they're going to have to go through a dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. I don't know why I just counted that. It shows me right here. So in order to get here, that would be a dodge here through Augustine Webb. So that would be a 3+ dodge with a reroll. Warmaster says, I'd rather watch Blood Bowl than watch the NFL. I'm going to try to play next season. We welcome you with open arms. Yeah, it'll be great. Great time to start. New season. Everybody starts with fresh teams. There'll be new league rules, I think. It'll be great. So I'd love to have you. Yeah, exactly what Hank the Ranger said. Well done. There was that dodge to 2 rushes to mark Pat Cloverhitch. So now it's going to come down to Nuffle. Bad Duck says it's fun, just a bit more stressful when your games are streamed. If you ever want your game not streamed, just let me know and I won't stream it. I'm also generally unavailable on Wednesdays and Fridays, although I'm available this Friday. So, like, people that schedule their games for Wednesdays and Fridays, I don't, like, if I suddenly become available, I tend not to stream those because if somebody intended to not be streamed, I don't want to, like, be like, surprise! But generally speaking, yes, you have to be comfortable with having your game streamed. Electric Man says, I'll let you know what did my last game stream. You did, and I denied it. Who knows, though? Maybe we'll see it. Maybe somebody will cancel over the course of the season, and then we'll have to fill some time, right? Maybe something comes up and they won't be able to play their game. And then we've got the replays, or at least I have the replays. Two-die block against number 15 is going to be a POW here. 2 more SPP for the Imps. Just to dodge the score, no problem whatsoever. Entanglements tie this bull game. Tie the ball game 1-1. Very well done. Wait a minute. That's a human victory. That's a human animation. You don't get to use that. I mean, you are human, but you don't get to use that. Two turns left for the Amazons. Unless, of course, there's a timeout. Can they get on the board and win this game? Electric Smith says, Ava killed one of my gutter runners. Look. Look, what is a gutter runner if not a player who wishes to die, right? They want to die a noble death, playing the game they love. The nobility are lizard people. 9 on the line. Here's the kick. Charles Windsor. Not Charles Windsor. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's going to get under the ball. Doesn't move. Didn't move Ruth Bader Ginsburg under the ball. Very interesting. Had 3 free movement on the kick there with the thrower. But now 2 turns to get on the board. Can the Biotches do it? Remember, these star players are the fastest players on the pitch with an MA of 8. Dribble and drool. McMackey says, also, I saw how it died. Ava isn't the one who killed it. Look, you're right. Don't go throwing bombs in glass bomb shelters if you don't, that's the way the saying goes, right? If you don't want your head exploded off. That's the phrase. That's the turn of phrase. But I caught it. And you decided to detonate it. Look. That's right. My mom used to say that all the time. Great use of a hit and run here, I think. Hit and run away and then took a mark with the remainder of the, well, no, I still think it's pretty good here to mark Charles Windsor. To get behind the thrower. Is it going to be a handoff to Amelia Earhart? It couldn't possibly. 2-die block against Ralph Barbedwire gets the knockdown here. Armor breaks would be catastrophic for the Imperial team. That's a player that's out of the drive, out of the game. 2 seconds left of the clock for the Biotches. Oh no, they ran out of time. They can still technically score, but it's going to have to come down to dribble or Cleopatra. There's going to have to be a pass to a handoff. Or vice versa, but I think it's going to be a pass to a handoff. Two-die blitz against Cleopatra. Gets the knockdown thanks to the block skill. Cleopatra no longer a problem. It comes down to dribble, who is going to be graciously protected by a squad of imps. Let's go. They're like, look, you're a star player. We got you, bro. We got you. Don't you worry. You're protected by the nobility squad. Great mark with the rusher on the ball, just making all of these die rolls as difficult as possible. Biotches running out of time here. Weren't able. So they had an attempt with on the ball to get under the ball and get it in the hands of the thrower. That would have been basically a free pickup attempt, right? But neglected to take that attempt. And now, with no rerolls left, I think the Biotches are going to have to take some time to pray to nothing, but not too much time, because there's just 1 minute, 51 seconds left in this ball game. He can't hand off to her. He can hand off to dribble, though. Two-die blitz, the free to the ball carrier. Yeah, could pass into the end zone. It's a 3+ pickup with no rerolls. It's got to declare the handoff or the pass first. One minute, 16 seconds left in the game. Gonna go for the pass. Good pickup. Whoa, going for the what? Whoa, all right, needs a 6. Needs a 6. And then a 6. Oh, wait, I think they're out of time. They can't be. They can't be out of time. Yeah, okay, good. Good. That's the end of the game. Oh, that setup and just lobs the ball backwards. The coach is just like, yeah, no. 1-1 the final. Well done. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I had a blast. All right, and with that, both teams will pick up their first point in this competition. Plenty more games left to be played here in week number 2. No games left on the schedule, but we will take a look at the schedule regardless before we leave. Final game yet to be scheduled here in week number 2 will be the Believe Broncos versus the Goodest Boys Strike Back. BB Nut versus Old Gamer Mike. That's Nurgle versus Necro. BB Nut, of course, the reigning Chaos Cup and Spike Magazine trophy champion, looking to make it a three-peat here in the Dungeon Bowl. That game has yet to be scheduled, but when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky X and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel, Play Blood Bowl. Man, this game is so much fun. Where else can Ada Lovelace beat up on Imperial people, on nobility? You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form, including a new version coming out allegedly in a couple of weeks at your friendly local game store. Until our final game of week 2, let's see. Yeah, until our final game of week 2, take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday evening.